It is not week notes time because it is quarter notes time. We've got to the end of 12 weeks, so we're going to do a review, but my planning desk is all covered in stuff because I'm still moving all of this here. So I'm going to have to do something else instead. Let me go grab, I'll need this for planning, and then also this. I'll very quickly explain this book as how it relates to me. Basically, the authors have spoken to lots of businesses and it boils down to this. Businesses tend to have a year deadline. That's the tax year, quarter four, Christmas, whatever. And then productivity kind of goes like this and peaks just before the end of year, financial year deadline here. And what they're saying is in business after business after business, this is what always happens. And their solution is to instead have a 12-week year where you basically recreate this but smaller on a 12-week schedule. And your goals, instead of being big here for the end of the financial year, are kind of smaller, and then you have 4 of them. Not that I'm going to fit 4 in, because lack of planning. Anyway, you get the idea. And this allows you to have these like mini deadlines and hit them, and then you have your planning and mini deadlines again. So this is what I'm doing. I've broken my year down into 12-week chunks, and I find it a lot easier. It also allows you to do this review and reflect a lot more often, rather than right at the end of the year, I can see what's working and what isn't working. So that's why I do the 12-week year. I do things slightly differently by having a 13th week, which is this review and then planning for the next one. So let's do that. So I went back and looked at last quarter's review video and what I had planned for the next 12 weeks, and they were basically week notes every week, Tuesday videos every week, newsletter every other week, and then my deadlines for Falling Water and Feral File, and then all my normal admin. And this was all going fine until suddenly a studio move came in here. Now I was thinking about moving studios anyway, but this space here, which is fantastic, suddenly came up, and I was immediately like, yes please, can I have that space? So that was unexpected, and that basically introduced all this stuff here. Admin, lots of admin about this studio, about the old studio. And what that did is it squeezed out basically the Tuesday videos and the newsletter. So my assessment of that is this. Let's take good. The good things that happened: stuck with week notes, hit my deadlines, got my admin done. The not bad, because we don't have bad, we only have observations, there's no blame here, is that this, the studio move, got rid of the Tuesday videos and the newsletters. But experience and looking back tells me that this is too much stuff, the video every Tuesday. But I'm still really pleased that these actually happened. I hit my deadlines, and also good, the structure that I have means that this and all the admin could come in and it didn't completely throw out my deadlines. My system could manage this disruption here, which is quite a nice thing to know, even if it meant bumping these. So what does that mean for the next 12 weeks moving forwards? Well, I think I haven't divided this table up into weeks. I'm going to be a little bit more free-flowing about it, and let's look at it like this. I'm going to keep the week notes, love them. I'm going to keep the newsletter and the admin. That obviously has to happen. Falling Water has happened. Feral File in the next few weeks, I think. More about that possibly next week. And then I have technical debt that I have to deal with. So technical debt is where you keep pushing stuff forwards, and then you need to go back and sort things out. So all my art projects, I want to put them on my website. So I need to update my website. I also want to update the code on my old projects so I can do a little bit more with them, generate high resolution images, that type of thing. So that's going to happen. Generative art. I don't have any other projects on the horizon, but I think it's useful to actually have some in my back pocket, because when something comes up, it's great to have one that's nearly fully developed or most of the way there. So I'm going to keep chipping away at some projects I have been working on, but without any intention behind them. I'm not really focusing on generative art for the next 12 weeks. And I do have a couple of airdrops for older projects. I've got to follow up to A Slight Case of Overbombing and 78 RPM. So that's got to happen. And I keep saying this, but the main focus is pen plotting tutorials. I am going to do them. I'm going to be easier on myself than trying to get one done every Tuesday. I think I'm going to go for week 1, writing the script, generate the resources, week 2, film and edit it. So I'm okay doing a Tuesday video every other Tuesday. All the how to grow on YouTube things say that's not the way to do it. You're supposed to do something every week. But for sanity purposes, I think this is the best way to do it. The only problem is there's like 14 videos planned in the tutorial. If I do one every other week, that's 28 weeks. That's over half a year of just focusing on pen plotting videos while not making videos about anything else. I don't think I'll necessarily stick with that. I think now and again I'll do a video about something else. Anyway, this is my plan. Week notes, newsletter, admin, tinkering with technical debt, and then these nice and easy tutorials here. It's not a well-defined plan. I haven't broken it down week by week, but I think just trying this slightly looser way of doing things for the next 12 weeks. And then, of course, at the end of those 12 weeks, see how it went, see if it worked better, see if it didn't work quite as well. So that's what we're doing. And that is my 12-week year review. So next week, we're back to normal week notes. It'll be Q3. I'm looking forward to having done this for a whole year. I think that'll be kind of fun. And maybe we'll have another quick look around the studio. There's not really much to add, but I've bought in some more shelving units. So I guess there's that. I will see you next week. Have a great weekend.